Hi, today we're going to do a short resistance band yoga sequence. All you need is a resistance band. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, and we'll start with a warm up. So, you don't need the band right away. You can put that aside. Come down to your back, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, arms down by your sides. And we'll start by just noticing your breath, not trying to change it. Just notice where you feel your breath. Then let's bring the knees into the chest. You can hold at the top of the knees or you can hold behind the knees. And then let's bring the breath a little more into the back body, expanding the back ribs. And then you can let go of your knees, bring your feet back down to the floor, and bring your arms down by your sides. We'll get started with a brief warm up. So let's bring the arms out to the sides and then bend the elbows into that cactus position. So keeping the arms on the floor, you're going to extend the arms toward the back of your mat into a V shape. And then we'll just alternate that a few times. Slowly moving back and forth. And ending in cactus position. So then you're going to bring your forearms together in front of your chest, bringing the elbows and palms as close as you can, and then bring them back out to cactus. And then we'll continue to alternate that. Let's do that 4 more times. Three, two, and 1. And then we'll hold here, pressing the arms together. And if you can keep your elbows and your forearms together and just bring your hands and wrists apart just for a few breaths. And then press them back together. Bring the arms down by your sides and just take a few breaths. And then let's bring the arms overhead, so reaching the fingertips toward the ceiling. And we're going to warm up our wrists. So since we're going to be holding our bands, we want to make sure that our hands and fingers and wrists are ready. So bring the fingers together and we're just going to bend the hands at the wrists. So reaching forward and back. Let's do this 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you're going to bring your thumbs in like this and just close your fingers over it. Just a light fist. And then we're going to circle the wrists. And then go in the other direction. And then you can bring your arms down. And we'll make our way to a seated position. So you can roll over to one side. We're going to start with legs outstretched. If that's uncomfortable for you, if you feel like it's difficult to sit like this without rounding into the lower back, I recommend sitting up on a pillow, a cushion, a block, anything to lift your hips up a little bit more. Your legs are going to be stretched out in front of you, but they don't have to be straight. We're really just using the legs and the feet as an anchor for our strap. So something could be under the knees, like, again, a rolled up blanket or a towel. So we'll take our resistance band and we're going to bring it around the bottoms of our feet. We're going to be doing rows for this first exercise. And for all of our exercises, we want to make sure that we are exhaling as we do the hardest part of the movement and inhaling as we release. For our rows, we should keep the elbows in. Your palms can be facing or up. And we'll begin. We'll do 8 repetitions. Slow and controlled. In and out. Forward and back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so those are our Dandasana rows. You can shake out your hands a little bit. For our next set of exercises, we're going to be sitting on the band to anchor it under our bodies. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do, and you might want to watch first before you decide where on the band you're going to sit, because you might need a little more band on one side than the other. So we're going to start with bicep curls. So I'm going to bring the band into one hand and raise it overhead. The band is behind my arm, and I'm just going to bend at the elbow. So if that is too tight and you can't extend your arm, then you want to give yourself more band. So give yourself more slack. And conversely, if it's too easy, you might want to give yourself a little less band. All right, so we'll do 8 repetitions and then we'll go on to the other arm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and release. And then we'll do the other arm. And again, you might have to adjust your band. See how it feels when you extend your arm. So we'll begin with a bent arm. And we'll lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you can release your band, shake out your hands a little bit. Next, we're going to come off of our bands for a moment. And we're going to bring the band behind the back and over the shoulders, almost as if you were wearing your band as a shawl. I'm going to hold both ends of the band. And I'm going to push my arms forward. And as I push forward, as I extend them, I'm going to cross the wrists. And we'll alternate which wrist is on top. So we'll do 8 repetitions, alternating wrists. So extend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then you can let go of the bands, shake out your hands. We're going to sit on the bands again, anchor it underneath you. Should probably be about equal amounts on both sides. Next, you're going to take the band in one arm. The other hand will be out to the side. I'm going to lift my band up overhead and do a side bend. Then I'm going to bend the elbow and extend the arm. And this will get more into the biceps. So we'll do 8 repetitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then come back to center, release the band, shake out your hand. Then we'll do the other side. So holding one end of the band, other hand comes out to the side, bend over to the opposite side, and bend your elbow for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back to center. Lower the arm. Release the band. Shake out your hands. And next we'll take both ends of the band into both of our hands. And we'll do some shoulder presses. So for this, you want the bands to be behind your arms. Palms are forward. And we're just going to lift straight up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And bring the arms down, release the bands, let go of the bands, shake out the hands. Let's do a little stretching before we end our practice. Extend one arm forward, use the other hand, stretch the palm back. And then bring the palm so it's facing you and pull. And then switch hands, palm up. And then palm down. And let's bring the arms up and out. And bend one elbow, bring it in, pat yourself on the back. Switch arms. Let's bring one arm across the chest. You're holding either above or below the elbow here. And switch. Let's bring your hands behind you, clasping your hands, and then lift the chest, pulling it forward, extending your arms long if you can. And one more. Let's bring the hands to heart center. Really press the palms together. And then let's bring the palms to the heart. You can close your eyes or just have a soft gaze. Reconnect with your breath. Let your heart absorb what you've been given and received. I wish you well. I wish you love. I wish you healing. Gently return to your breath and your body. I thank you for sharing your practice with me. The light and love in me honors the light and love in each of you. Namaste.